Alrighty, welcome back. Dow had a little pop earlier today, well off its highs of the day. It was up at one point almost 700 points, but pulled back. The bulls are in retreat mode once again. Bears are on attack. Dow's still up 200, so it's a decent day so far, but it's a terrific Tuesday right here in studio. Erin Elmore joins me, as usual on Tuesdays, it seems. She's already committed to next Tuesday, which is big. You should all make sure you're tuned in for that. And Mertavius Roberts joins us. He's a social critic and radio commentator. He's heard every Sunday right here in New York on AM 970 The Answer on the Morano in the Morning program.
Yes.
And Mert, thanks for coming back. You're always so wonderfully dressed.
I'm happy y'all have me back.
Well, big news this week here in New York, and now it's starting to resonate around the world. Spike Lee got thrown out of Madison Square Garden. They wouldn't let him go in the usual entrance. They made him go in with the regular people. He started snapping off, and now you have some thoughts on what he's saying about Trump.
Yes. People keep asking me, because I show them the clips of this show. They like me on this show, so I appreciate you having me on, John. And they say, Mert, go in there and talk about Spike Lee. Go talk about what he had to say about Trump. Is it, or do you support it? Is it hypocrisy? And I say it's hypocrisy what he's doing because.
So what did he say? Tell us.
Right. I guess
you're teasing us.
You see, look, that's what you hear. Thank you for that. Well, he basically said that the black people who were supporting Trump or praying for Trump were Uncle Toms and sellouts and
how can, okay.
Go ahead.
No, how can a black person be an Uncle Tom in the nature of the...
Well, it's possible. It's very possible to be an Uncle Tom, a sellout. It's, selling out your race, like prostituting your race. You know how that stuff works. You can do it. You can do it in the Italian community. So.
Well, yeah, I don't know that I've ever tried that. I mean...
Not you. I'm talking about, but it could happen. Like if somebody...
Try to sell my mom's meatballs around town, that might have worked, but that's a commercial endeavor.
But you know how that stuff can happen. But where the hypocrisy comes in with Spike Lee is... We have some pictures of him at the Oscars.
There we go.
And a while ago, look at this. Look how proud he is. Remember the whole controversy with Oscar So White? That was just 3-4 years ago. He was a big critic of the Oscars being so white. Now look how happy he is holding that Oscar.
He looks pretty happy.
Now, the physical Oscar is gold. But I'm pretty sure it's a white guy. There's some white guy named Oscar.
Yes. Well, what about Oscar the Grouch? He's green.
I know Oscar.
There are other colored Oscars.
But I'm pretty sure this Oscar
Meyer is a wiener.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure he ain't a black guy. This ain't a black guy we're talking about right here. So when you see Spike Lee holding up that Oscars, I don't know. We have the other picture with him hugging Samuel L. Jackson.
They were both up there.
Oh, they were both up there.
Yeah.
He was so proud of holding that Oscars, and it's because. It's the white validation that he wants.
You think that's what he wants?
This is a lot of identity politics for me. It's a lot of I'm black, white. Like it's when you draw out all of these distinctions, woman, black, white, you start to draw a further divide between people. And I will say this about Spike Lee, and I bet you know this. Yes. He was on commercials, I believe, for Capital One credit cards. And those credit cards are known, I might be wrong with the brand, but let's call it a credit card company that was known to be a high interest rate credit card company.
Yes.
And those credit cards will be peddled to oftentimes African American and poor communities. So he can't say that he supports these African Americans and poor communities, then get paid by a credit card company to sell them into further debt. What about that?
Well, on the hypocrisy note.
Well,
you two are actually agreeing. I don't even think you realize.
No. She's right there, but. My point was going to be that we have to embrace identities. Because if I was to come up here and not treat you like you're a beautiful woman, and I just come up and say, oh, she doesn't matter.
Well, that would be terrible.
You would feel terrible about that. So I have to acknowledge that you're a woman and respect you as such. So when Spike Lee is using identity politics, I don't mind it. I like when people play the race card. It's in the deck, so let's play it sometimes.
Oh.
If it's in there, let's play it sometimes. But
Mert, you're a ratings bonanza. Let me tell you.
let's just be consistent.
Right, consistency.
And if you're gonna hate the Oscars for being so white, don't be smiling and jumping up in Samuel's arms when you get the trophy.
I'm surprised there's not a picture of him with Harvey Weinstein somewhere. Just saying.
Well, that's Oprah.
Well,
And
right, right.
And the
different.
Obamas.
That's different.
And Michelle Obama said that Harvey Weinstein was one of the best guys ever, and he put together this whole women's thing.
It's possible they didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, no, I'm sure. I'm sure
That's a whole other show for another day, but everyone knew.
They might not let,
Everyone knew.
They might not let black people in those meetings, so I don't know.
Oh,
They might not listen to
man.
me. So,
All right,
so
all right.
we might not know.
Mertavius Roberts, you're one of the best of them. Thank you. You know, he's an independent. He's not a Republican. He's not a Democrat. Regular people, and his views mean a lot to me, and I like to get all voices heard here. You're going to hear our voices, me and Aaron, and you're going to hear Frankie's voice when he comes in after this to correct any mistakes that Aaron and I made in the show when we do the WTF, What the Facts, right after this.